Hey, welcome back to Eepa's Kitchen. Today we're going to do something real easy and something I think you're going to like. I always struggled with what I was going to do with leftover heavy cream because I have a lot of recipes with heavy cream. And I showed you the one with the ice cream. Well, here's another great one. This is, we're just going to make butter. And it's real simple. It's just heavy cream in a mixer for an extended period of time. And then we're going to put a little bit of ice bath. We're going to squeeze it out. We're going to end up with a lot of buttermilk. But we're just going to make that. It's going to be real quick and easy. All you need is a mixer, a couple of bowls, a strainer, and I like to wrap it in wax paper when I'm done. So we're going to get started. All right, all we're going to do is we're just going to add how much ever whipped cream you have, heavy cream, I should say. And I had this whole container, so we're just going to make a big batch today. Sometimes it's like we have a couple cups left, and instead of letting it expire, we just turn it into butter. All right, so here's the key with this. You don't want to blend it on a real high. So I usually do it on a medium. So I go 4 is like the medium on this blender. And it takes a while. It takes about 20 minutes or so. What'll happen is we'll blend it. It'll turn into whipped cream. You're going to keep whipping it, and that's when it turns into butter. After it becomes whipped cream, we're going to cover the open spots of the mixer with a towel. I've seen, I've talked to people that use like a saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever. Towel works just as fine. So we're going to just cover the towel just to keep the buttermilk from splashing all over the kitchen. But for now, this is just going to run like this. I'm sure Derek's going to show you some great shots of the blender going round and round and round and round and round. I'm going to be quiet because I really got nothing else to say other than this stuff is awesome. When it comes out, it's nice and soft. We bake fresh bread, put it on it, whatever. Use whatever you put your butter on. But yeah, it's good stuff. You can add a lot of stuff to it as well. I guess I'm not going to shut up. You can do salt, you make garlic butter, herb butter, and stuff. We're just going to show you the basic today. I rarely add salt to it, but there's a garlic butter recipe that we're going to be making soon. But this will give you a chance to start with this, and then you can kind of play around with whatever you want to do. Here you go. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes-ish, and we're at whipped cream. So it's already thickened up. We're getting the peaks and everything on it. At this point, we're just going to keep letting it go. We're going to let those peaks fall, and then it'll slowly start to just break up, and that's when I'll have to cover with a towel, and we'll get ready for the butter to come out with the buttermilk. I'm sure Derek will show all the beauty that's in there. All right, so it's just about to finish breaking down. You can see where it's like everything's fallen, the peaks are gone. You can see it's starting to separate a little bit in there, starting to pull away. Pretty soon it'll start scraping itself off the walls of the bowl. And as soon as that happens, you want to be ready just to get ready to cover it up because you don't want buttermilk splashing all over the place. But we're just like a minute or so out, if that. So when I was a little kid, our neighbors used to have a butter churn, an actual butter churn. And so they decided one day that we were all going to get together and make butter. I don't recommend it this way. I recommend this way. And it's just starting to form little chunks. You kind of see it now. All right, so I had pushed it up one level, so I'm going to kick it back to 4. All right, as it's breaking apart now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up this hole here, and then we've got this opening in the back. What you don't want to do is just cover up the vent in the back here. So again, if you're using plastic wrap or whatever, that won't be a big deal. But either way, you don't want to cover up this vent in the back here. So as soon as that, yeah, there it is, Derek, see it? So we'll cover it for a bit. Actually, I'll just do the back for now. I don't want to get splashed in the face. And as soon as it starts to really splash, I'll have to cover that hole. All right, we're just going to pull that cover forward for now, and then have Derek get you a shot as soon as it starts to really get turned into butter. It's magic. All right, so it's still mixing, but we wanted you to see it. You can see how the buttermilk is starting to really separate out now. It hasn't turned into butter yet, but it's just about there. All right, it's gonna get messy. Oh shoot! I uncovered the back. Ooh, you hear it? Butter's getting thick. Let's take a quick look. Okay, let's stop it. Let's give it a look. Stop it, not forward. Ooh, I think we are there. Give it a quick check. Oh yeah, and we have butter. So the next step is we are going to strain the buttermilk. And then we're going to squeeze the remainder of the buttermilk as much as we can get out of our butter. And then we're going to dip it in some ice water just to firm it up a little bit. And then we will form it into our little butter log. Again, you guys can store it however you want. I know a lot of you are going to probably want to put it in a dish or something like that. I just like wrapping it in wax paper. And just our butter that's left. You can see what's left in there afterwards. What we'll do with that is we'll start to squish it into our buttermilk. The more buttermilk you squeeze out, the better the flavor of your butter will be. All those are buttery goodness. It's everywhere. We're losing our buttery goodness. All right. Push this one out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these together. We're going to make one big log today instead of little ones. Drop that in for a second. I'm going to wash my hands. I'll come back and then we're going to roll it out into our wax paper. All right. So we got our wax paper out. Butter it back out. All right. And then I just form it into like just a little loaf. Doesn't have to be, I mean, whatever you want to do. If you want to spend hours forming it up, I just kind of roll it out like this. Kind of make the ends a little flat so they're easy to scrape with a knife. And then whatever we're having. With this, I usually take out of the fridge about half hour before we're going to eat, so it softens up a little bit. But that's it. It's done. There's your butter. And just roll it up. Keeps it fresh. Pop it in the fridge. I'm going to tell you, I don't know how long this will last in your refrigerator because science. It lasts about a week in ours because it just goes. So there you go. On that note, you've got buttermilk, so we're going to be probably having pancakes on Sunday. Get rid of the butter, the water. We got our butter, and the butter will go on the pancakes that we make with the buttermilk. There you go. So that's it. It was pretty easy. There's really no work involved in this one. Time was about 25 minutes, start to finish. So if you don't have to stand here and watch it like we did. Just turn it on, let it go, do some stuff, come back, check it. squeeze it out, put it in your fridge, you got butter. And then what's whatever your heavy cream costs, I think that one was like $6. So we probably got £1.5 pounds. So it's about the same price as the butter in the store, but it's fresh. You know you made it. You can change it however you want. You want it salt, you want it garlic, you want to put herbs in it. Boom, you're done. You got it. So on that note, if you liked it, give us one of these. If you didn't like it, I don't care. Subscribe if you haven't, please. If you are subscribing, share. Sharing is caring. And let us know what you think. We'll take your comments. Just be nice about them. All right? All right, have a good one. We'll see you guys in a week. Thanks for stopping in.